Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm AJ O'Neill, and I'm live at work. So, first of all, let's pop a top again, my friends. This time, nice and cold, straight from the fridge. Let us drink to our health. I can feel the healthment. Okay. So, two things before getting started. One is that previously didn't really make it through many of the templates because there was a little bug with the include that I was having trouble figuring out. It was just missing the tilde character because there's the expressions that get evaluated but don't actually end up in the template, and then some other stuff. Anyway, yeah. Just a little silly thing, missed a character. And then the other bit was I did get the welcome to Postmark email, so I finished setting up the Postmark stuff and was able to test, which is great because that's what I want to move towards, that the Postmark mailing is going to work out. And I'm so excited to pay them the $10 a month because it's so much better. By the way, if you do happen to decide that you do like Postmark, please let them know that I sent you their way. The email to use would be, so if you want to try, let me link to this real quick. So there's Postmark friends and fam discount. Let me see if I can get the link that has it here, because they Postmark friends. Where did it go? Maybe I need to sign in first. That's probably what I need to do. But anyway, you can tell them my email address, aj@therootcompany.com would be the email address that I actually have my personal account with them now. Let's see. Oh no, I should have clicked remember me for 2 weeks. Okay, and then where was the friends and fam thing? Let me see. Discounts. But I like it when yeah, here we go. Friends and family discount. Email. No, let's say Twitter. Yeah. So this. Boom. Oh gosh, trolling me already. Oh, it didn't. Apparently, it didn't post to YouTube, but you can see it right there. Just. Oh gosh. Just tell me, not tell me, tell them that I sent you, because it gets you 1 month free and me 1 month free. And so I like it when a service, it gives you that mutual kickback. There's a couple of services I recommend that they don't do it, but I love it when they do because it makes it easier to recommend them. But that's in no way sways my recommendation. Recommend them because I think they're awesome. Anyway, and then I'll give the link to the guides as well. But apparently, even my own Restream bot can't post links to YouTube, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and and there was one other thing. One other thing was there was a Q&A item. So my other brother, I've got a few different brothers. My other brother sent me a message, and he asked, because he's talking about wanting to maybe get into programming, which I've suggested for many years. And he said, okay, I'll watch this video you sent. What does this mutable thing mean? Mutable property or whatever. So for those of you that are new players in the game, there's an age-old fight of mutable versus immutable, and it's similar to the light side and the dark side. So as we know, only Siths deal in absolute. So the immutables are obviously on the Sith side, and the mutables are obviously on the Jedi side. So that's what you mostly need to know. But no, immutable object means a constant. It means something that cannot be changed, that once you change it, and this is more, in some ways, depending on the language, than just a constant as a string, but as an object or as some other type. It says this reference cannot be changed, and perhaps even the things that this references can't be changed. So basically it is what it is, and it's never going to be different. And you can make a copy and change things as you make a copy, but you can't change the object once it's made. That's what mutable versus immutable. And the good things about immutability is you don't have to worry about so much in something such as JavaScript, because you don't have to worry. You don't have multi-threading. But anywhere you have multi-threading, it becomes difficult if you accidentally change something in 2 threads at the same time, causes the program to crash. Essentially, it's half of the reason for all the security vulnerabilities out there in the world today. Plus just programs crashing in general. Anyway, with that, Colton, my other brother, giving me crap. Just came in to give me crap and then left. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna get to the professional coding. So let's look at the templates we have here. I think it's going to be pretty simple in terms of we just copy and paste a little bit. So this should be fairly straightforward. And then tomorrow, maybe I can get back to the blog bit, but I still need to do some of this tonight. So we're going to take all this. I guess we're going to take the blank. We're going to copy this. Let's put that in there first, and then we're going to go back over here. And we're going to put these things down to here. Except, I don't know. I think we just use text over and over again for this. I think that's going to be appropriate. So I think we just get rid of I think we just do find and replace of P with MJ text. Boop. And then I think we do find and replace of the closing P with MJ text. Boop. And then I think that we just get rid of all this style stuff. Replace all of style equals quote dot star quote, except that's not quite right, but maybe it is. So we actually want, what you should do is not quote. And then I think we just want to replace that with font size equals 17px. See if that works. I don't care about font, margin, all that stuff. I don't know. There we go. I think we might need to put some classes on this. We'll see. Okay, so hello, name. That looks like you're writing a letter. Oh, hello. Welcome. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here? But in all seriousness, who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here? Let's see. It looks like there was a problem with setting up your account for ACH payments. This is typically caused by having an incorrect account or routing number. Each bank uses a slightly. However, most important. You know, I think that this would actually be best served on an FAQ page on the website to say, hey, there was a problem setting up. Yeah. So take this. And then for the rest of this, well, then again, it probably looks less spammy if there are, especially because it's talking about ACH, probably looks a lot less spammy if there's more text in here. And we got to get past spam filters. And yeah. So please log in to okay, this is cool. Interesting. Let me go back a little bit here. There wasn't any other template info in here, was there? Because this looks as though it's more specific than it is. Oh, wait, Colton, you're back. Wait, if you're back, then who's the other person that just joined in? Yeah, you. Who are you that just joined in? I don't know. Sometimes the little ticker of someone just joined, yada yada. Sometimes it seems to be delayed, or it says somebody left, but in reality they didn't. Phantom Menace. All right, Colton, tell me, what do you want to know? Ball's in your court, brother. I kind of want to just... I'm going to put everything on one line. And then let it auto-format and see what it does. Does it come with the same thing? It does. Huh, interesting. Okay. So here... let's see. Please log in to kind of want to I don't know that we're actually doing this right now. I don't remember. So this might be one of those things where I don't really need to spend a lot of time on. Let's just say we leave it as it is. The only thing that I do want to change though is I want to get rid of, let's see. So billing, I need to do this whole thing. I'll just have to do billing. What should I call this? Billing link, and then billing link label, maybe? Sure, that's what we'll do. We'll call this one. Oh, and I need to make sure with the other ones that I got all of these transitioned over. All these little ditties. Of course, I might transition them back again. All right, we'll see. We shall see. But let's go with tilde percent, or not tilde, sorry. I don't know, I was thinking tilde right then. But less than percent, we're going to replace with double brackets. And then percent greater than, we're going to replace with double brackets. And there we're done. And then here, we want this to be, and then all of these need to be changed to it object. Okay, that's weird. Just calling it object. Okay. Let's see. How to code a backdoor into the BIOS from the home OS without restarting. Well, that's pretty easy, Colton. Even an idiot knows how to do that. You open the flange gate, and then you put the binary into the turbo encabulator. Once you've got the binary payload, then all you have to do is inverse the bit stream, and bam, hacksword. Of course, I prefer the cloud encabulator myself so that I can do it remotely without having to have physical access to the machine. What was this? Billing URL, billing link URL, billing link label, I think is what we're going to do here. Let us see. Billing link label. But no, to the other person, to the reasonable person that is joined in. Oh, by the way, are we... Hold on just a second. I'm getting a notification that the stream is not broadcasting as expected. Let me check and see on this. I'm going to refresh real quick. Let's see what is it telling us? Hold on. Okay, yeah, it just says the wrong thing sometimes. It looks like So yeah, you on Twitch. That's the one I want to know. I want to know who are you? Okay, so I'm going to put this in. I'm not really sure where to put it right now. This is one of the problems. I think I'm going to need some defaults. Oh, that's way too far up. I'm just going to put this in here for now to kind of. This is my test message where I'm just putting all the variables in here. But I'm going to need some default variables that are going to apply to almost everything. And those I may actually commit to the repo because I may. We'll see. It would just be too many things, I think, to reasonably... Whoops. Where did it go? Oh, I'll figure it out. But it'd be too many things to reasonably put in an environment file. And at that point, it starts to feel like a database, which wouldn't really make sense unless we were going to do the white labeling, which maybe we will and maybe we won't. All right, so billing link app. Maybe we'll call it app billing URL, app billing. I don't know. I just want to scope for the things that are at the top level. I think that's my deal. Yeah, okay. I think I can do this. App, we'll do app billing URL and app billing label. No, it wouldn't even be label. It would be, what would you call it when it's the URL but without the scheme? App billing, let's call it link. And then the label would be what we want to call it, which is billing, for example. So we're going to go with that. So all this is still in here. This has exactly what we're looking for. And let me, oh, now I got to get back to opening the chat. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. Oh, and we do want that. No, target equals blank. We don't need that because it's an email. It's always going to be target equals blank. Doesn't matter what you do. So we're okay with that. So Colton, are you still there? If you are, do you have any serious questions, or are you just gonna goof with me? Facebook friends. Okay. So yeah, did I go back? Did I actually change the name of it? No, not in this one. And the other one. And this one. Yeah, let's call it app billing URL. App billing link. And then, okay, we're going to need it. And this really is the better way to go, having a object that represents the template variable properties rather than trying to with them, as it were. So EDA is better than most template systems in most ways. Okay, so layout is a directive, expression, whatever we want to call it. Okay, cool beans. So that looks good. Now I just want to render it. Let me see. With my render function, all right, I should be able to give it. Let's say that I could give it what I want here. So we can do process.argv2 or reset password as the default. And let's say that we're going to do process.argv3 or current working directory message.json as the default. And that seems all right. So then I should be able to just say render. Oh, and we would want to get rid of all of that. So, whatever. So that one more up. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, good, we get an error. That's nice. No such file or directory. Oh, because is the blank wrong? Let's check and see if the blank is wrong. No, the blank looks right. So what we copied from looks right. I think this is a lie. Oh, source lib, mailer source lib. Let me take a look at that. Oh, I think it's because I'm executing it from... It's the issue of the current working directory. I'm not sure what a good way to solve that would be. I guess what I could do is I could probably do dir name. Dir name? Yeah, I think that's fair. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Cannot read undefined. All right, got it. So this is one of those cases where maybe I should, instead of have this be true JSON, maybe I should have it be JavaScript so that I can put comments in it and stuff. Although, I mean, I often do. For example, I just put, there you go. And I can put a comment and say, blah, 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 blah. Oh, bless me. Sorry for being so gross. It's just the way that I am. By the way, there's a song that we loved singing for my daughter, and it's called Pout Pout Fish. It's such a good song. And we kind of forgot about it for a little bit, but now we've remembered it again, and I want to bring it back up. Well, actually, it's a book, but somebody made a song for it, and it's pretty awesome. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, spreading dreary worries all over the place, singing blub. Nope, don't want to be in here. All right, let me stop for a second. I want to be in... No, I do want to be in there, because I want to look for object.last4. So I need object. What else does object have? Last for, metadata, bank label, bank name, bank routing number. Let's see. Object. And then let's do cut -d, and we can use the equals as the separator, and then get field 2. And then we could do cut -d, use space as the separator, and then we could get field 1. Oops. That did not work the way that I was expecting it to, but I know why. We could get field 2. Indeed, we could. Is that it? No, there was another one there. What happened to the metadata one? Let me go check on that. Oh, it's on the same line. Okay, metadata.banklabel. Remember that for me. Help me remember that, please. Anyway, Pout Pout Fish. Somebody made a song out of it, and the song is just awesome, and then we got the book, and then we totally forgot about it, as one does with all these things for the chillins. But then we remembered it the other day and started singing it again. The important thing is that we have not forgotten to indoctrinate our daughter with The Legend of Zelda. That's what's most important. There's probably things that are more important than that, but can't think of any off the top of my head. All right, so we're going to do routing number. And what is this? What does a routing number look like? I'm just going to grab Wells Fargo, Utah routing. Boop. There we go. Now, normally, it would actually take me to the Wells Fargo page as one of the top. Oh, it is. It's right there. It's just it didn't show up in the we were using this for no select account type, checking, end state, Utah. Yeah, I mean, not that it really matters, but it is. I think it's good to put in real data wherever you can. There's the whole SIP test. I don't know what to call it, but one of the great failings of in programming is that, or not programming, but in user testing, is that the testing is very biased towards the SIP test, towards the user's first experience, and not towards the user being a returning user. And when you use real data and you take real actions, especially if you're demoing your application, you actually get a taste of what it's like to be a user in your application. Because a lot of times people are just like, oh, blah, 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 and hit enter and just fill out foo and bar and baz. But if you actually have to go through the motions, you realize, oh gosh, this should be automated. Oh gosh, this shouldn't be 10 pages of next with only one item performed to be able to do this. You should just be able to like paste in from the spreadsheet. Dagnabbit. Anyway, see, we got some more people joining the stream. Where are you from? What do you do? What language do you primarily work in? What are some goals you're currently working towards? I don't want to get personal here, but let's get personal here, okay? And honestly, let's see. So I think bank label would be, for example, my fat savings. I think that's what they mean by bank label, but they could just mean, because we have bank name here, so what would bank label be? I would think that would be account label. I don't know where this comes from. So I'm not perfectly sure what it's trying to describe. I'd have to go find. I have not gotten one of these emails myself, so I don't know. Let's try like this and see how that works. Okay, so now we have our object for ACH email template. This should definitely get a better name than object, but it is what it is for right now. Okay, so now let's try to render this again. And again, I'm not in fish. Why am I not in fish? I should just change my default shell to fish, although that might bug other people that use the server when they use the server from time to time. Because it's not bash, and you should not try to make it bash. All right, cool. So it looks like that went through. And so then what do I don't want to do with the email sending? So I think what I want to do with the email sending, let me go back up. Whoa, what was that? I did not intend to, I don't know how that happened there. Okay, so apparently, let's go exit out of this and then go up and then go into fish. Okay, and then I'm going to go under utils, send email. And right now there's this -- message. I want to put in a -- template as well. You know, I've noticed I haven't been getting any TypeScript warning. Oh, that's because I'm working in templates, not JavaScript lately. Okay, so flags, we want to parse the flags. And then I guess I should update this thing too, but I'm not going to do that right now. So message is flags.message, blah, 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 blah. Assign, blah, 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 blah. Render message.template. So what I want to say is flags.template or message.template and then message.variables. So maybe what I actually want to do is say let template equal flags.template or message.template. That would be correct. Otherwise, I'm going to insert a bug in here. And then let's say if template, then we're going to render with the template here. So I think that makes more sense, and that should give me the ability to what? To just use this on the command line. So let's try this now. So I do node util send email message JSON. Let me say template, and then I need to put in here. What is the name? What was the name I was just using? It's here, up there. ACH validate fail. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is probably going to look bad. Hopefully I still put test in here. Yeah, I have test. Okay, so it seems that when you put test in an email header, it gets past the spamminess filters a little bit better, which is good for development for two reasons. One, it's not making the template itself look spammy. And two, you get your message very quickly. Oh, nope, I did not get my message very quickly. Well, it is talking about ACH and all that, so I'm not surprised. Let's go into spam. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so even though... Even though I have test in the subject line, I guess... Yeah, but I'm not surprised, and it's totally okay that that email takes 4 minutes to go through because the ACH validation is going to take time to go through, blah blah blah. But I need to have some sort of per template JSON file that says here are some default variables to load with that, such as the subject. In fact, I think we already have one, but the subject and some of this other stuff. So this probably, instead of being calling object, should be called ACH. But anyway, I'm going to work on the next template because it's literally going to take 4 minutes for me to be able to see that message. Tom? Huh? Is that you? Tom's the lurker. He never says hello, but in real life he tells me that he watches the streams. All right. So I'm just going to move on to the next one while we're waiting for this email to come in. And yeah, and I am going to check the spam filter again. Nope. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think I do want to... There's a PR from another project I need to pull in at some point, or want to pull in at least. Okay, back to this. Let's go into the template folder again, where the mailer is, and let's just keep pounding these out, I suppose. There we are, templates. So what's the next one? Completed notification. That sounds boring. Let's find out what this one's about. Oh, it would help if I actually went into the folder where it is. Okay, so very simple. Hi, blah, 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 blah. Huh, that's interesting. We're doing account.owner rather than user because the user that's selected, why, basically just why indirect? Because if we have the user selected, we don't need to go through them through their account. But oh, maybe it's because we don't have the user selected. Maybe it's because the owner is selected. I mean, the account is selected and it's grabbing the account with the owner. That would make more sense. Okay. So, first name, not slice. So I actually don't like this right here. The reason being is I am AJ. That is capital A, capital J. The good news is it doesn't lowercase the rest of it. So I actually have no problem with this because this is always correct and it's never incorrect. I think only last names can start with lowercase letters. I don't think I've ever seen. Have you ever seen a last name, a first name start with a lowercase letter? None of Elon Musk's children count in case one of them is that way. I just want to be clear about that. Okay, label or template label. I also am a big fan of logicless templates, so I don't like having ors and that sort of. Oh, I guess in some places maybe this type of thing makes sense. Okay, you can find the associated documents in your file cabinet. Again, huh, that's weird. That looks like that would not work because the quotes don't seem to make sense. Should be like that, yeah? Right. Okay. So this is probably one that hasn't gone out in a long time. You can find the associated documents in your file cabinet. Okay. Some action has been completed for some account. Cool. You can find the associated documents in your file cabinet. All right. Again, let's make this, was it app, company, well, let's just call it this for now, short company name. Okay. And I don't think I actually want to change the font size on the other one because these all seem the same. Oh, and I should not change these directly. These ones get left the way they are, although that's probably a bug fix that deserves to be addressed. Let's see here. rsync blank to completed notification. Completed what, though? And then I'm going to do the same thing here that I did elsewhere, where we're just going to take all the P's and turn them into MJ text. We're going to take all the closing P's and then turn them into MJ text. And then we're going to take all of the brackets, turn them into the other bracket style. Same thing with the other bit there. Okay, let me get out of here and get back in here. Oh, whoops, because I was going to say, why is it doing it this way? Because I told it to. I didn't. eta.mjml.html. That's the order of the thing, right? Yes. Okay, that's the order of it. Okay. Eta. It's called Eta. Tom remains in silence. He's not showing his hand. All right, we can get rid of all this. Same thing here. We can get rid of all the style stuff. I'm going to go back in the other one and get rid of it all too. Oh, and let's see if that email came through because I did want to see how it looks. All right, cool. Now it came through. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Here's what I'm thinking about this email. I'm thinking, one, maybe we do want to change the font to something else. This looks too bold. It's kind of strange. Something's a little off there. But I think we take this and move it up. There was an error trying to verify your bank account ending in 555. WF checking. Cool. That is good enough. Problem verify. Yeah, I think we just get rid of that, move that around. Hours records show the routing number belongs to the bank, Wells Fargo. Please log in. Yeah. Now this is, I mean, it's pretty good information, but I think it could be reordered and trimmed. Yeah. So I think we could say this. The routing number you specified is correct. If, okay. Yeah, so I think it is good to highlight the bank name because it is possible somebody could have this off and it could still be correct. So it could be Chase instead of Wells Fargo or something like that. Highlighting, this is really great user experience here. Highlighting, here's what you did, that's public information, and here's what we were able to verify publicly. Because that essentially is a human checksum. Oh, duh, I gave them the Wells Fargo routing number, but it was actually my Chase account number or something like that. So that's really good UX. Log in to correct, maybe to correct. Oh, and I don't like that little trailing ditty there. Let me get rid of that. Let me go back out of here. ACH validate. And again, I think we can just get rid of this whole font size equals 17px. Let's just ditch it. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Ditch, 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 ditch. Okay. So where was the bank name? Yeah, let's put here strong. Or do we put B because it's, I don't know. But I think that'll be good. Okay. Let's just move this up. We encountered, and again, it's not really my job right now to be wordsmithing this, but while I'm in here, I just want to give it a light pass and see if we can clean up just a touch. We encountered an error setting up the ACH, setting up, it looks like there's a problem setting up your account for an error. There was a problem setting up ACH. Not setting up. What's another word for that? Can somebody help me out here? I don't know. I shouldn't wordsmith this right now. Let's just keep it as simple as, or as close to what it was as possible. All right. We encountered an error. There was an error trying to verify your bank account. Ending. Ooh. These seem redundant. I like the idea of saying this was an ACH fail. Trying to verify. Trying. ACH payments. I don't think we need to specify automatic clearinghouse there. I could be wrong, but if you know what it is, then great. And if you don't, it's more confusing. I think it's more confusing. If I didn't know what ACH was, if I didn't know that it stood for automatic clearinghouse, I think it would be more confusing to hear more words that I don't know, because I went from a single acronym that I don't know, one symbol that I don't have in working memory, to then what's an automatic clearinghouse? Now I have more symbols in memory that I am less familiar with, and they're long. So I think this is, yeah, that's better. But okay. All right. For your, let's put this here, bank name. Let's do this. We encountered an error when verifying your ACH payment information, verifying the ACH payment information for your Wells Fargo, and then routing number. I'm guessing we know that this is going to be correct, probably because we check beforehand. Bank account. Okay, let's say this. Bank account ending in, let's go with this here. Okay, cool. The routing number you gave our records show that the routing number belongs, the routing number is correct for bank name. If that's correct, then let's see. Counter error when providing ACH payment for your blank bank account ending in blank. Blah, 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 blah. Our records show that the routing number you provided belongs to Wells Fargo. Let's see. If that's your, let's see. And the routing numbers, there's a whole ton of them, but they actually don't matter in terms of which one you use. It doesn't matter. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't matter if you use the Wells Fargo number for Virginia or Utah or whatever, because it's all online now and physical location is irrelevant. All right. This is typically caused by having incorrect routing number. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what else to put here. This is something that happens so rarely, it probably doesn't need to be wordsmithed that much. I'm spending too much time on it. Okay, so let me try to just finish this up then. This is typically caused by having an incorrect count number. Each bank uses slightly different, however, most put them at the bottom of your checks. I don't know if is that important information. It seems, yeah, let's just go get rid of that. If that looks correct, then most likely there's an error. Most likely the account number is incorrect. All right, please double check your routing and account number, routing and account numbers, usually on the bottom of your checks as well as your monthly statement. I don't know if that should that be a parentheses thing or a hyphen thing. And then visit blah, blah, blah to create a new ACH payment method. To add a new? Yeah, that looks all right. Let's see, we encountered an error when verifying the ACH payment info for your Wells Fargo bank account ending in 55555. Our records show that the routing number you provided, blah, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, belongs to Wells Fargo. If that looks correct, then most likely the account number, if that is correct, then most likely the account number. So if that looks right, if that looks right, maybe if that is right, if that is, I don't want to use correct and incorrect together, then most likely, whatever. Please double check your routing and account numbers, usually on the bottom of your checks as well as your monthly statement, and then visit. All right, cool. Call it good. Alrighty. Next bit here. Complete notification. So email change code. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead. Okay, I did that one again. Completed notification. So this one, we got more problems. So account.owner.firstname, right? What all do we have in here? Label. It's completed for, I want to call that task label instead, but I don't want to change the names of things. Maybe I should have left it with the brackets, because then maybe it would be a little bit, I don't know. Wait, what is this? Document type. Huh. I was going to say maybe I should have stuck with the brackets, because then maybe it'd be a little easier to get these things to fall on the next line, but it doesn't look like it's doing it here either, so probably not. Okay, I'm going to go with here. Let's go with app file cabinet link. No, URL. This is URL. I'm going to go do that real quick. App file cabinet URL. And then there we go. And then all of this needs to be for the dev environment. I'll go fix the rest of that later. And then here we can put label, and we can label it file cabinet. Maybe. That should work. I don't know, maybe your file cabinet. That actually should be fine. Oh, and I went into the other one. Dang it, see, I forget what I'm doing between, because I move around A. Where's A at? We got one right here. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of the extra spaces because I don't like the way that it renders. There we go. And then can we get the same thing done here? Okay, that one's looking good then. All right, app file. Oh, and this has to be it dot. And then we're gonna have to put a whole bunch of its in here. This one, we already did all the its, right? Yeah, we did. And by we, I mean I, because obviously you're not typing, but that's okay. I appreciate you despite your lack of typing. Although you would be a better person if you typed more. No judgment, because this is a no judgment zone. But you are kind of sitting there watching me type when you could be helping. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did. We're going to do this. I can see how that failed. All right, so we got label, template, account. That's what we got, label and template and account. Let's just copy all this. That one's already done. That one's already done. So we want account, and then we want owner, and owner is pretty much going to be the same as user. And then first name is going to be agitator. And we don't have the last name as of yet, so I'm not going to put that in there. But I would like to have one meta object that we can apply to all templates for testing purposes. That's kind of what I'm building here. That's not kind of what I'm building here. That's what I'm building here. All right, so that one's dealt with. Now here, this is where it gets tricksy because there's probably a lot of things that we would label. Oh, and that is conflicting. Ugh. So I don't know what this label would be. I guess I need to go look at it to understand it better. But I think it's a task label. I think that's what it is. So let's say account.name. So I don't remember what name is, if it's the full name or what kind of format it's on. But we definitely have template. Okay. And then template also has a label. Important task B. That's what we're going to give that the label of. And then we've got account.name, we've got template label, we've got label. Okay. I think we have everything this template needs now. So let's just go ahead and make sure that everything has the .it in front. And it doesn't, and that's okay, but we're going to add it. Oh, and we have, apparently we have template type. And then that can be document, apparently. All right, you can find the associated documents in your file cabinet. All right, cool beans. And then we don't need any of this. Indoor traveler. Hello. I think, who is Indoor Traveler? Have you been on the stream before and actually made a comment? I think you must have, because Indoor Traveler seems both familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. Mike. Which Mike? Which Mike are you? You messed me up, man. You messed me up when you say Mike. Or Indoor Traveler in particular. But which Mike? Which Mike are you? There's so many Mikes out there. When everyone's Michael, no one will be. Okay, I'll give you a minute. All right, so this looks good. Now I'm racking my brain for mics. It's not Mike next door. Oh, it's Mike Lowe. Got it. Cool, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay, so I think I am actually good to go ahead and give this a try now, if I'm not mistaken. So this should render without a problem. Account is not defined. That's acceptable. I think, maybe, sort of. Is it not defined here? Oh, it isn't. Oh, that's so strange. Then where did I put name then? Because I thought that I put name. Yeah, there's account right here. There is account. What you talking about, Willis? Account's right there. Ah. There it is. Okay, we're going to try again. Account is not defined again. How can it not be defined again? Account? Ah. Okay, that's how. All right, sweet. Cool. One more template down. Indoor Traveler. So I think I may have seen your YouTube channel, or maybe I saw... No, it was on Facebook. You invited me to like the page. That's where it was, I think, maybe. But I didn't know what it was. And I don't join many things. I don't really use Facebook that often. You can see that my one-off posts versus my automated live stream posts are somewhere in the realm of 20-1 in favor of live stream posts at this point. I used to post on it a little more often, but Facebook is dead to me. I don't know how to say it other than that. All right, so let's carry on with these. No, not the partials. We got the partials done. Carry on with these templates. So what's the next one? Email change code. Oh, whoa. All of a sudden now you're on Facebook. Huh. Well, looky there. 2 for 1. Oh. Ooh. This one actually has a table inside. Just verifying you have access to this email. Oh, no, this is the table for the whatchamajig. Please enter the code, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. For your security, this code will expire soon. Please don't forward this email to anyone. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. So let's... So Mike, what are you up to this fine day? All right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and add that in there. We're going to do this email change code. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. And then again, we're going to do the same thing. All this text, we're just going to get rid of it. And what we do want to do is put some, I don't know if it's hero text or what would we consider it, but we want to put some stuff in the middle there. Well, this is going to be so nice. Now we're going to have an easy way to send emails, and I guess we can make them arbitrarily complex. Okay, we don't need that routing number information anymore. Okay. Email change code. So there we go. And again, same thing that we did before. Let's get rid of all the style info because we're going to just redo it. And I am going to, let's see, profile settings. And then this table, this is what I need to go look up at MJML. I think there's a way to do hero text without turning it into a table. I mean, without turning it into a button. That's what I meant to say. So let's go look at the documentation, maybe. Getting started, try it live. Basic layout. Sections. Introduction text. Introduction text. Introduction text. This is just normal text. There's nothing special about that. Okay, icons. Oh, it comes with social icons. That's cool. Components. Standard body components. We can do a divider. That's interesting. The details element works. Oops. Oh, we've got button. We've got carousel. We've got column. Got group. I'd be interested to see how this works. Let's do a try it live on that one. No, open a new tab, dummy. H2? Okay, we just do an H2. And it's what the default is align. Okay, align center. So we set align center and we do an H2 and that's what we need. That's going to be our quick and easy. We might even do it in H1. Semantically, I don't know if that's correct, but it's going to work for us. Go to space. All right, what's all this hero stuff about? Text. Okay, so you specify your. Maybe we could put a hero, but I think we have to. Can we put a hero in a section, or a hero has to come at the top? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's not open up the camera preferences. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Can I do MJ section and then put an MJ column and then put, can we move the MJ hero in there? First of all, let me just take what I've got here and paste it so it's not in my copy buffer anymore and I can do what I need with it in a minute. All right, so can we put the hero in a column? Or does the hero exist outside of columns? It says it's an error. Why is it saying that? Hero cannot be used inside a column, only inside MJ body, MJ wrapper. All right, cool. I got it. Image, navbar, raw, section, social, spacer, table, text, wrapper. And what is the wrapper all about? If I'm looking at documentation, I want to open blank. I don't want to go away from the documentation. I want to experience whatever it is the documentation does. Okay. What's this wrapper all about? Give it a 5px. There we go. So can we do MJ section and MJ column and MJ text and hello, and then we can put in here, we can put a hero. I need a hero. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right, that's cool. I've got it. But I think, all right. Hello. Please enter the following code, yada, yada. So I think what we do is we just put this here. And I think we get rid of all of this bit down to the code. I think the only thing, the reason for the table here was the spacer. And I think we've already essentially got that. So I'm going to go do all the replaces now. What was it? Yeah, all these and all of these. And then all of the replacements for the yada yadas. So all those, and then all the replacements for the opposite yada yadas. All of those. I feel like I learned so much by just watching you code. Excellent. I hope that you do. Feel free to ask any questions you have. We got Tom hanging out on Twitch, just lurking, pretending like no one's there. But I know he's there. I can feel it. Next time I talk to him, he's going to tell me, oh, that was totally me. You got me. How did you know? He's laughing in his chair right now. I have foreseen it. Okay, so what do we want to turn this into? I like the idea of that just being a straight up H1. I like the idea of this being profile settings. I guess we could just leave that as host. I guess that would be okay. Maybe I'll go change the other ones back. But it's not really host as much as it is base. We'll figure it out. I think it would be smarter to say rename host to base URL. Or, yeah. Or app URL, something like that. Base, app base. Okay. Please don't forward this to... oh, and then we need to have... so that's fire in, and then we have code duration. All right, and I don't like saying like for your security. That's let people decide for themselves. And then we say, please don't forward this email. Is someone likely? I'm actually going to ditch this, just from the perspective of you'd have to be so dense that you'd have to be smart in order to willfully misinterpret what to do with an email with a verification code. Right? All right, so this code will remain active for 2 hours and then expire. This code will expire in. We'll just leave it at that. This code will expire in 2 hours. Okay, hello. And I kind of like putting that on its own line. Hey, wait a minute. So sometimes autocomplete works and sometimes it doesn't. That's one of the reasons I don't use it. I could probably make it so that it always works. But I just started typing MJ hyphen. Instead of giving me a menu, it hit tab, which I guess is reasonable behavior in an HTML file. Whatever. Okay. And I'm going to go look at verify email. What's our other verify email template? Thank you for signing up. Activate your account. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. So this is going to be verify again. If you did not request, to add, I don't know. If you received this message in error, please ignore this message. That's weird. If you did not request access to this account, what? If you did not request something, please ignore this message. If you do not request to verify, I'm gonna search in my email for please ignore. So we got new password activation. If you have any difficulty, please contact. If you don't request this notification, then please ignore it. Why does double quotes not work anymore? Oh, it's so frustrating. they keep changing how search works, and I guess they make it better for most people who just throw words into a search engine, but they make it more difficult for those of us that are used to search parameters meaning something meaningful. I literally want, quote, please ignore. I don't want all instances of please or ignore. If you did not submit this request, please ignore this email. That's good. I like that. Great. Beautiful. I'm going to steal that one. Except I think that should have a comma there. Could be wrong. All right. And part of me wants to put this in its own and maybe throw it in a hero or something. I don't know. All right. Thanks for... No. Okay, thanks for signing up for. Please enter the code. In order to complete what? To verify, we've added the email. Maybe we want to put email in here, what it is, so they see it just in case. Because sometimes there's emails that match an account and a filter, and things come into your inbox, and then you have to go click down the two to see what the heck did this come from. Oh, it's some old filter from some hacked account. Yada yada. I don't know what the right way to go about this is. Anyway. Before I'm going to look at my email again. Confirm email. I've got to have one that's got some good wording in it from when I've added a second or third email to something. Let me think. What do I have multiple emails on? GitHub. Email added. Oh, of course. Third-party OAuth application has been added to your account. Maybe I could just go on GitHub right now. What are some other places where you have any ideas? What's a place where you have multiple emails listed, and when you add a new email, let's see, it'll send you a notification. Let me go to settings. Let me go to account. Let me go to change username, billing plans, profile, email addresses, public email. You can manify. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to add a new email address. It's going to be this one. All right. So let's see. What does GitHub say? It sends out two messages. Please verify your email address. Almost done. Sure. And let me see what is the preview text on this. Preview text. There is no preview text. It's just straight to let's see. Okay, here's all features of account. So to secure your this is short company name account. We need to verify your email address. And then they do that. They put in the email address. I like that. So mail to, and then user.email maybe. That makes sense. Looks good. And then the next thing is okay, we do want to copy over from this one. We're going to take this button in this section and that in that section, and that's what we're going to go from. So then we say, there's the button. Okay. IT dot, do we want user dot name maybe? I don't know why I say IT rather than it. That is kind of strange, isn't it? User. Please enter the following code in your okay, verify email button. This code will expire in duration. So let's go back and take that over to this one. And then if you did not submit this request, please ignore this email. Let's put that over here as well. And then what was the wording we used on this one? Please enter the following code into the verification prop or open the verification button with the below. Yeah, okay, this is good. Let's go with that. Verify your email address. And we're not going to go to settings. And we're not going to do this. Okay. All right. Okay, I think that's good enough. And let's take a look at the templates again. And I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I am actually going to get to bed quite early tonight. I may go to bed as early as 9. How long have we been on the stream for? Really? No. 40 minutes, that's it? It feels much longer. That can't be right. Or maybe it can. Who knows? Okay. Existing user to account. Ah, beautiful. Very simple. Very simple. Wonderful. I am the glub go gab galab. Oops. Templates, existing user to account. And blah, blah. Same thing as always. Get rid of all of this. Get rid of all of this. And then change all the blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should have just kept the blah, blah, blah. We got too many different ways of doing this here. Yeah, this kind of stinks. Okay, so where we got our if at. So this is what I'm going to do to defeat prettier. If blah, blah, blah. Then blah, 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 else. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, Mustache doesn't work well with logic templates. Maybe I should go back and undo that. That's confusing looking. For sure. I'm very, very confused by this. So if, else. All right, and this would be short company name. What was this one? App link. I'll make sure I've got that in there. App link. Hi, first name. If org user first name, last name, so and so has granted you. Let's just put that in bold there. That makes it a little bit easier. So and so has granted you access to the you've been granted access to the, okay, this makes sense. Whatever account. You can access this account at your existing login credentials will allow you to access their company login, and in the upper right corner you can switch between companies. I don't know that that's the upper right hand corner. I don't think it is. Where is the menu for that? Let me go check on that right now. So we have a menu that if you log in and there's multiple companies, let me actually log into the probably the demo account. Let's see, I may not have the credentials for that saved down here. No, I don't. So let's try the production demo account. I don't have that here either. I guess I've just got the dev account here. Well, let's see. I don't know what my password is. Why would you think I'd know what my password is? That's insane. No one knows what their password is. Huh. Kidding me. I'm going to try this one more time. Now it worked. No dark web monitoring. I just come up with new ways. But of course. Sorry, I gotta log into this demo account real quick. What? No, there's definitely a demo account there. Where am I at? Demo? Oh, typo. Okay. Okay, so let's say somebody's got a company selected. Where do they go? Okay. View your companies. All right. From the drop down menu. Wait, now we got two places? From your account drop down menu. You can switch between your accounts at blah 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 blah. By logging in and selecting, you can switch to this new account. Login. I don't know. Log in at, there we go, and switch between accounts using the drop down account menu, which is actually both on the right and the left. Sure. Okay, now let's get rid of all the blah blah blah. Yeah. And then the other blah blah blah. All right, there we are. You can log in to blah, 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 and switch between accounts using the drop-down accounts menu. by using the drop-down menu. From the account, select page and the drop-down accounts menu. Sure, whatever. Let's go with that. Okay, so now we've got another one, org user. One thing I'm hoping to do with the templates over time is slim this stuff down a little bit, because we've got too many different ways of accessing first name, org user, account owner, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Do. All right, so we got company name, org user, host, first name. Ugh. So company name would be admin. Then we've got first name. Then we've got, what was it, org user. And then they have a first name. My org user has a first name. It's BOL, blah, blah, blah. First name. So now we got to bring that up here as well. First name, org user, first name, last name. Okay. So we got to get in the last name here. So now this is John Smith. And we should have some terminology, perhaps inviter and invitee. What would be some good words for that? Any thoughts? There's the person or organization that's doing the extending the invitation. Because saying company or account, this gets confusing because the person inviting and the person receiving, they both have accounts. Okay, we've got company name. I guess I should stick with the convention. Well, we're doing it every which way in here. I would be happy to say templates deserve snake case. In fact, I'm happy to put snake case just about everywhere. It is the superior case. You can arrive at this through objective reason. All right, before I do anything stupid, let me go ahead and do as though I'm going to render this. Oh, cool. Got it on the first try. Sweet. Man, that's so bad. All right, let's do one or two more, and then I'm going to have to call it. I'm just too tired. I'm going to go overdose on melatonin and call it a night. Of course, then I'll sleep 12 hours, but I could use 12 hours of sleep, to be honest. .jml.html. And let's go back to the beginning and fix my little snafu there. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do even. It's not even what I wanted to do. I wanted to blank that BZ. There we go. I do want to elevate this somehow, and it's hard to do when you're dealing with technical and non-technical people, but I believe we should have some sort of basically a card system by which, and actually I got to talk to one of the other devs because I think that we may have this in an admin back office type of area where we can see this is what it will look like when it's rendered. Certainly we can copy and paste these into Postmark and could see them that way, but I want some way, well, I'm not even so worried about the formatting as much as just being able to see what the words are and have somebody else be able to update that. All right, let's do this again. Actually, first, before we do that, I'm going to say, where's the if here? Okay, we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. Whoops. Interesting. No. Yes. 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 Okay, cool. So again, we'll get rid of all those. And we should probably standardize. Well, we need different greetings for different reasons. I'm down with that. And I would say this needs to happen this way. Let's give these some space. Maybe I should stick with these because it looks that my plugin understands that better than it understands handlebars, mustaches, whatever. But again, it's an easy find replace to do within the template system because you're never going to have these brackets except for, let's see, they're never going to naturally appear. This is one of the nice things about them. Okay, short company name. And then it.app link, I think is what we're calling it. Yeah. All right, we can switch between these things again. Doobly doobly doop. Doobly doobly doop. And then we can switch between these things. Doobly doobly doop. And between these things. Doobly doobly doop. All right, that looks good to me. But yeah, I think I am going to go back to the other style just because I prefer the syntax highlighting to work a little bit better. Oh, hello, welcome. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your interest in joining the stream today? I would love to know. My name is AJ. What's your name? Okay, I think this is pretty much good on its own. I don't think I'm going to touch this up. I will copy over it. There's the one sentence from the previous one. Whoa, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. There we go. I think I'm just going to copy this one sentence here. Yeah, because I think this, you can access these and access, switch between companies in your partner group from the account select page and the drop-down accounts menu. Yeah, I think that's the less text, the better. Okay, partner group. You have access to the... And then as far as the variables are accessible here, now we have partner name. This is really good. This is a really good exercise just to get everything into one Mojanker. Technical term. That's what that is. Support email. Duration, code duration. We need to have code duration set. Let's just put all of this stuff in here. And then I'm just going to put user. And then this would be, what was this other stuff? This all was for account invite. And then we got some more stuff for a partner invite, I think is what it is. Company logo, and then we have ACH. Let's just get rid of that. I'm going to bring these up. I saw that you responded out of the corner of my eye. I'll go back and take a look at it in just a second. Let me move a couple more of these things around. So I would say that this is all about the service. I'm just kind of using these as comments. And then this is to do with the activity, whatever. Yeah, let me just finish commenting these bits. And so then we have partner invite. Bless me. Which has partner name. And I don't know what a partner name looks like. Swindle group. Badassians. About 9 p.m., it just, as I was looking, it went from 8:59 to 9 p.m. So it is not just about 9 p.m. It is 9 p.m. But normally I'm going to bed at 2 a.m. and I just need to catch up on some sleep tonight, so... Yeah, I'm going to go back and change this. So that we use host there. Let me actually go do that right now. App billing. ACH validate app billing. So what we need then is... Oh. What was the reason I didn't do this? I think I kind of remember. So we're going to have host, and then we're going to have the place where it goes, but then visit billing settings to add a new ACH payment. And then I think I can go back here, and then I can just get rid of to-do. And then I think I do the same thing with file cabinet, app, file, yeah. And we go back and we put in host/cabinet. Should be /files or so. Whatevs. All right, so then I can get rid of that bit. Okay, That's cool enough, I suppose. And then with privacy URLs, privacy. But here's the thing. The reason that the privacy URL and terms URL need to be different, and this is actually common for people that are doing hosted platforms, the privacy and terms URLs will be on, say, the WordPress site or the content management site, not in the app. In our case, I think it's even worse. I think we have them in PDFs or something. So for those of you that are joining in just now, I am probably wrapping up soon. Of course, I said that 20 minutes ago. So we got a couple people on Twitch. So, tell me where are you from? What are you doing? What brings you to the channel today? Or don't tell me. Up to you. All right, so we got the footer all over the place there. That's excellent. We do need to get... I'm going to... Oh, there was some other stuff that came through here. What have we got? I got a message that came to me. Transaction is... Looks like a transposed error there. Transposed something or other. Hold on. I'm not going to stash all this right now, am I? I'm going to go into... Let's see. I need to do a quick fix. Why in the world is it spinning up the hard drive to access something that's not on the backup drive? I don't get it. I did a git pull. It should not have to sit there and wait for the backup drive to spin up. I'm just going to unmount the backup drive. That's what I end up doing. And then it pops up 15 days later and says, you haven't done a backup in 15 days. Like, well, yeah, because OS X is so dumb that anytime anything wants to access any file system, it wants all of the file systems to have their drives spin up. And that makes no sense. I know that there's some weird thing that they're doing with virtual drives and layering and unification, but it should be possible for things to be asynchronous in this day and age. Maybe, I don't know. Certainly when, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why unrelated things... If I'm accessing a file over here on this drive, why does this drive need to wake up from sleep? I don't get it. Anyway, that done. Deletes. Delete app. Look. All right. Okay, how about this transaction cannot be deleted? Or maybe this transaction cannot be, must be submitted before it can be deleted. I don't even know what that means. Oh no. SQL query, strike again. Okay, there. This action will cannot be Let me see if they're okay with this being the error message. How about this? Boodle-a-doot. 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 Okay, so I just need to so what is this bug fix? Fix typo in awkward error message. Rewrite typoed and awkward error message about deleting a transaction. And we should probably come up with a better name for that, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to just get diff head one here. Oh, yeah, it's got white space changes, whatever. And then these two. Deletable is not a word. Okay. Looks good. Just one quick little tiny itty bitty thing here. I should be able to run this just to make sure there's no parse errors. Oh, I was mistaken. Huh. Probably has some database code or something in here. All right, but I ran it. Linter runs fine, right? Let me just double check. I've got the latest version of the linters and all that on here because sometimes, you know, all right, so JS hint, I'm just going to be sure. Sometimes you switch node versions or whatever, and okay, it's happy. So yep, I'm happy to push that. Good. I rejected most things. Cool. Okay. Now, where were we? I think we're finishing up something over here. I was looking at the terms URL. I was looking at partner name. Partner name. Swindlers Group. Probably not a good partner name. I wouldn't want to partner with them. But again, you know, it's why I named it that. Because it's ironic or funny or appeals to my humor. So for those of you that did join in recently, it's probably fairly obvious. I am going through some email templates and I am updating them to a newer template system. So we're going to be sending out newer templates. We're going to be sending them out on a different mail server at a different mail domain. And I do need to put metadata around these as to what type of email they are. So basically, I explained this earlier, but there's 4 types of email. There's email, it's in 2 categories. So there's email that needs immediate action, and such as if somebody invites you to a thing, I guess we don't know whether that's immediate action or not. That could be a gray area. We like it if when you get invited to something, you get it immediately. But if you want to do a password reset, for example, that should arrive to you within seconds. So those that require immediate action and those which do not. So for example, letting you know somebody sent you a message doesn't require immediate action. You're away from the computer anyway, probably if you're getting a notification about something like that. So kind of notifications, they're part of the system. And then the other 2 categories are, is this a message that goes to only one person that is transactional, or is it a message that is bulk and goes out to a bunch of people? And So the categorization would be like this. Things that have to do with the account, being able to log in, being able to security, being able to reset, that goes to one person and requires immediate action. So that is account info. Then we have activity info. Goes to one person, does not require immediate action. So it's okay if it gets delayed or put in a mail queue or something of that nature. Then we have things that are important but are bulk. Well, they don't require immediate action, but things that are important. I guess that would be the category. Important versus not that important, and to one person or bulk. So things that are important being, if we have to give a legal notice, that's important, needs to go out to everybody. Something that's not important is newsletters. So I guess it's optional bulk versus non-optional bulk. And I guess you could say optional versus non-optional in general, because the things that require immediate action, such as password reset requests, are non-optional. They're not things that you unsubscribe from. So essentially the things that you don't unsubscribe from, we want to arrive quickly. So that's how the emails are being segmented out. So each one of these templates is going to be associated with, it's going to have none, one, or both checkboxes checked on that. And depending on which it is, each template is associated with either account, activity, service, or updates. And that's the deal. So I'm using EDA, which is an alternative to EJS, which actually makes sense and is nice to use, and MJML, which is an alternative to trying to write. So this Mailjet's markup language, it's just an alternative to writing all of that table nastiness yourself. So you write very simple, pretty code, such as what we just saw. So let's say this one, relatively simple, relatively easy to read, all things considered. And then when it renders out like this, with all of the table nonsense and the inline CSS and yada, 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 and the special things for Microsoft Office / Outlook / the old pre-Chrome Internet Explorer renderer. Now that, for those of you that don't know, the Edge, Microsoft Edge is a skin on top of Google Chromium. Anyway, I do want to render the partner. I don't think I did that. Let's render the partner one. Okay, that renders just fine, so that's good. Completed, existing. That all looks good, right? Yep. And then what have we got left? Quite a few. I think I'm going to do folder share and then I'm going to be done. I need to go to bed. I've had late nights and I need to have a not late night. Okay, so let's do rsync blank beep, eta.mjml.html. And you'll notice I do this very, very intentionally. I think it's really stupid for any template system to not end in the extension of the code it most closely resembles. And if you're going to go through multiple template systems, you can put multiple extensions on there. So when I open up foldershare.eta.mjml.html, notice that I get nice syntax highlighting. If I have it end in MJS, then I have to do this configuration or install plugins or whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't want to do that stuff, right? I just want, and I just think it's absolutely insane that a template system would put the name of their template. I could get it if it was, say, for example, Jade, which is now Pug. It has a completely syntax all to its own. You need a completely different syntax highlighter. It is not the syntax of any existing language. JSX is the same. It is not based on any existing language. But for something like EDA and EJS and all of the other ones that are similar to that, they are literally syntax compatible with HTML. So they should have a .html extension so that you don't have to do any special weird configuration in your editor. End rant. And and rave of ETA, which is awesome. It supports having your exact extensions as you want them. Anyway, and I do have an ETA demo of what I'm doing. I'll go ahead and share this. I think I shared it earlier, but I'll go ahead and put this. This is the baby version of what I'm working on. So ETA plus MJML plus node demo. There you go. So anybody that's interested in that, that's the baby version of what I'm working on. It has an example of how to use layouts and partials and templates and the basic configuration options that I wanted. Anyway, so what are we going to do? Go to templates, folder share. This is so refreshing to be able to do this. Just watch this. Just watch. So is there anything that I want to do? There's something sometimes I want to do before I do. Oh, there's no ifs in here, so we're good. And we're going to replace the p tags with, I'll just go, whoops. Let me first save this, and then I'll go do it. So we replace those. Where'd it go? There it is. And replace those. Okay. And we don't need any target blank inside of an email. Totally makes sense to have target blank elsewhere. That doesn't make sense. 6. Share room. Okay, so my guess is something's up. I don't think that's correct. Okay, UX note. Don't ever link to something called click here. You should use the verb of the action you want to have the user take. So this data room link will allow potential investors to view your documents. This link is valid for 3 months by default. Can be extended or invalidated. Room settings. So you could do this. You could say to extend or invalidate the room. Let's see, not to. You can extend or invalidate. Invalidate's not a word people use. This is one of the problems when we're programmers. We use our own lingo. We need to have somebody on copy. Now, what do you say? You can extend or invalidate. That's not what we say. What do we say? Expire. Maybe we do say invalidate. Revoke. The room. Invalidate this link in room settings. And this should not be 6. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but I know that's not it. That's okay. Yeah. I'm going to go check something real quick because I'm pretty sure this has been updated. What is it called? Folder share? Let's see. So fdrg folder share, does that still exist as such in master? It does. I bet it's been updated here. Okay, and indeed it has. Can we extend or validate it? No, it has not. And then it's got data link. That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it does. I don't know what data link means. This data room link. Okay, I don't know. Just going to put a to-do here. To-do. What is magic number 6. I think I could maybe look for this. Can we find the folder share template? Let me go back up here. Can we find the folder share template? Let's go take a look at this a little bit. Folder share. Yeah, we're going to have to change all of these. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that we have the stream that this is coming from. So we're gonna specify what the one of those 4 streams. It's either an account stream, an activity stream, a service stream, or an update stream. And the stream is going to define the from and the reply to, so that it's segmented, because your from address is actually really, really important to your email segmentation. I wonder if we can add multiple bounce addresses. Seems like we should be able to. I think they already do that for us because we specify bounce domain and then it segments out the return path bounce addresses as a return address of that domain. So yes, that should work just fine. So heart postmark. And we have the lone survivor. I think everybody else has dropped off the stream. Just you and me, Tom. You and me. And if you're not Tom, you're Tom now. Yeah, I think I'm going to update this. And this is kind of frustrating to me, actually. Look, these two things don't belong in separate, or maybe they do because they're test data. I like Go's way of you put the tests in the package that they belong to, although admittedly, I don't always do that myself. I will have tests and a bunch of things from different packages, but certainly they shouldn't be in. You can either put the test with tests, but don't put the tests in another package, especially not one called constants. Whatever. Maybe one day we'll get there. Maybe we won't. There's just so much legacy stuff, and I kind of want to define a hierarchy, but the thing is, it's frustrating. Maybe it's a little bit the who moved my cheese, and also why does it matter? Because we need. It's not strictly necessary. Okay, let me go back in here though. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be. I think that this is a test message that has not been updated, and that 6 happens to be on the test server that this has been tested on. It just happens to be something that works. And I actually want to say, let's go ahead and let's do all these things, and let's do all of these things, and then let's make sure that we have our its in place. Let's not do that. Normally, I'm a fan of having a little bit of extra space as a clickable area, but that could be done with padding for a link. I don't like the visual misrepresentation of the underscore when you leave space like that in the link. Anyway, I don't know, what is this, room ID? And room was it.access code. I don't know if this is supposed to be a room or an access code. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It looks like access code. Yeah, that's what this is. Invite. No, this one says, okay, that's different. So this would be room ID. And this one would be /invite/access code. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Whoops. Put this one, make this one a comment, just so I've got it as a talking point for what it used to be. Because I'm going to have to go back and fix, if I change it, then it breaks. In this particular case, data room invite link. There we go. That looks about right. Let's see if this works. It probably won't because I probably forgot to put something in, but that's great. I should get a nice little error. Yep. So then we go to room invite. And I can just take this back up here to service, I think. Yeah. I don't think that should be here. If that is a thing, I don't think it should be a thing. All right, so we got the room invite, and then we got the room, and then I'm just going to put this one as last. EOF, let's call it that. Then I don't have to worry about the comma as I add more things. I can just leave that one as the last one. Blue. Let's go this way. Oh, we could count by twos. Or we could count that way. All right, so room. And then we could also just have, but access code I think is going to be generic. So, there we go. IT. So we're going to have host, room ID, not link, host, access code, host, access code. Looks good. This should render now just fine, and it does, so I'm going to call it good. And I don't think it should be called folder share. I think it's supposed to be called room share. No, that's not what I wanted to look at. Yeah, we got a number of these. I've gone through relatively few of these for how much time it feels like I've spent on this thing. In any case, I've reached my limit, so I'm going to whip this and whip it good. All right, that makes total sense. I'm 100% on board with that. What is different about this? White space? It looks like it's just white space. Oh, and there's a bug. There's actually a bug fix to this one. I think I want to bug fix that over here in the real deal on master. Okay, let's bug fix there, and then I can bring that in later. I'm not going to change it here. Bug fix malformed URL in. There we go. Boom. All right, so now I can do a reset and a checkout of this one. Oh, whoops. Okay. So this one definitely needs to get added. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. And then this one probably needs to get added. Let me double check on this. Oh, yeah. We're just, that one can go separately as well, actually. This one would work well in the master branch even, so I think I'm going to put that there and set it for a rebase. And then what is wrong with this one? Does this have a malformed URL too? Oh, this is just white space changes? Yeah, I'm not going to do any white space changes on that. I'm going to keep these changes to the file at hand. So I guess I can. Now I'm going to do a separate commit on that and then cherry pick it. Okay, so whip, port more templates. I'm going to check out master, stash, get checkout master, pull, get stash pop. It thinks there's a conflict, huh? Let's find out what that conflict's about. Okay, so here we're doing a wait to the email to render the template. And here we've essentially gotten rid of that. So I think this is okay because we are keeping that well enough. And do we have the mailer render in here? I don't think we do yet. Okay, so let's go back a step. So for right now, we do need to do this way. For this to continue to work as it currently is supposed to work. So what do we get if we get diff this? That's correct. Why is that moving? Whatever. So what would I do there? Did I do a cherry pick? No, I'm just committing this. feature. Allow specifying email template. Add flag for email template to send email. There we go. And then let's diff that with the previous version. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Great, love it. Cool beans, cool beans. And then let's see what happens if we check out my branch and then just rebase master right now. Does everything come clean? Holy moly. Ugh. Tons of conflicts. Well, that's rather unexpected. Tons of conflicts. Mountains of conflicts. What in the world is going on? Okay, get rebase abort. Check out master. Get pull. Okay, check out AJ. Get push. Check out master. Get push. Check out AJ. All right, what did I do? DNS level. Oh, I'm in the wrong place here. So I need to get rid of this local one, and I need to check out the remote here. Okay, and I should be doing this from over here anyway. Okay, what do we got? Let's check out master real quick. We're gonna pull this. Check out AJ, get rebase master. All right, so what do we got? We got some package lock, crud. I'm not surprised on that one. So as far as that goes, say get reset package lock, get checkout package lock, and what we'll do is we'll actually just run npm install again and have it generate a new package lock. I think master should have version 2 of package lock now, because I think we switched everything over to that. So let's see what version we have. No, we still have, okay, lock file version 2. Yes, good. That's probably why the lock file has gone cray-cray in the nay-nay. So I would actually do this. I would check out master package lock.json, and then I would run npm install to see what changes. And then with this one, I think I already know what the problem is. Yeah. That right there should be, whoa, that's a little bit odd. src lib mailer. Why is my daughter screaming her lungs out? This one, and then we can get rid of that one really. Okay. All right, and that's going to present us a couple of problems as we continue down the rebase path. But let me do an npm install real quick. So that should update our package JSON. Node version. Really? Engine. So was that updated in master? Engine. I suppose we should update that. How do we specify multiple versions? Huh. I don't know about that. I'll worry about that later. What? Vulnerabilities? We shouldn't have any vulnerabilities. I've been deleting vulnerabilities left and right. What has been reintroduced? Okay, pack resolver comes from Node SDK. Got it. Proxy agent. Yeah. I was pretty sure we were up to date on the latest. Let me try this out. Box Node SDK. Why would we need to install an old version of the Node Box SDK? Is that in package lock for some reason? Node Box. Box Node SDK. 138. That's not. Huh? Okay, what's going on? Pack resolver. Pack proxy agent. Depends on. Does it even really, though? I don't even think this thing uses that. It's probably a dev dependency that was just marked wrong. But let's check it out real quick. Yeah, it's not even in there. Box Node SDK. Box Node SDK at, let's try at latest. Really? I don't want to deal with this right now. This is stupid. I actually would like to submit a pull request to Node Box or Box Node SDK to get rid of the old request version that has a bajillion dependencies. Okay, so what the heck do I do here? Package lock. So many garbage dependencies. Why? Why are there so many garbage dependencies? It makes me cry. Nobody should depend on Babel in production. This is inappropriate. And your CLI dependencies, you shouldn't have those in production. That should be an NPX exclusive. Don't mind me, I'm just here to audit all 8,000 dependencies. It's going to be just fine, sir. Yeah, looks like you got about, I don't know, 1,200,000 things you don't really need, sir. It's all right. We'll just add those in right there into the production, sir. No biggie, no biggie. Whatever. But so be it. Okay. So what am I doing now? Get rebase continue. And then, of course, it's going to have another issue with send email. This is actually quite expected. I don't think it should have anything else. Oh, did that need to get fixed too? It appears that it did. I should go fix this in master. Utils send email reply to and docs fix typo in reply to fix yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. Great. So yeah, let's go ahead and add that. Rebase continue. Cool. Now let's check out master one more time, pull it one more time, check out AJ one more time, and rebase master one more time, and it's going to give us the same problem with utils send email, and it's going to be the same solution. Yep, good. There we go. Now, good old FU commit. After all that rebasing, you know. Okay, cool. Now I'm ready to sign off. So for those of you that tuned in, oh wow, that snap clips the mic. For those of you that tuned in, which are all of you that are listening to this, so those of you that are there and not somewhere else, thanks for tuning in. Especially thank you to those that participated in having a little bit of conversation with me, asking questions. I really enjoy that. Really appreciate it. So thanks a lot to that. Thumbs up if you got them. If you like what you like, you get more of what you like. Thumbs down if you don't, because every thumb helps. And of course, if you want to subscribe, click the bell for personalized notifications so you get just the good stuff. And with all that, I am out. Adios. That's not even... It's just a... Because